I am here with Kellin Craven, better known as the wrestler that wore my shirt to the ring. That video is on this channel where we show the whole match. I do a reaction to it. And here he is. It's Kellin Craven. Say hi to the Gravediggers, Kellin.
Hello, Gravediggers. It's surreal to be on your channel after watching you for all these years. But happy to be here. Happy to be repping the shirt. Homies support homies always.
And you're still wearing it. So the fact is you've never actually taken it off.
Right, yeah. Just sleep in it, live in it, shower in it, yeah.
As you should. I mean, I think everybody should do that. The link is down below if you'd like to get your own Mr. Hartgrave from Parts Unknown shirt. And you can wear it and do something weird, and then I'll react to it. That's absolutely fine. So tell us about how this happened. Why did you wear my shirt, not just down to the ring, but during the whole match? You really represented.
Like I've alluded to a few times in your chat, and already just to start this video, I've been watching your stuff for years. It actually used to be a rule in our house with my girlfriend where I can't wake up and turn on Hartgrave first thing in the morning and have her waking up to Hartgrave videos. I've got to go to the living room if I want to watch my Good Morning Hartgrave while I'm playing Strike Force and stuff in the morning. So I've been watching your stuff for a very long before you started covering wrestling. I besides a few, you would drop a little one-liner every now and then, like, oh, okay, he knows about wrestling. Like he's dropping little jokes mid Strike Force video about wrestling. But then you completely switched genres and started covering wrestling with your AEW content. And so that's whenever like the doors kind of got blown open. I'm like showing up in your comment section. I'm in your live streams. I'm trying to stir the pot and talk to you about wrestling. And before I know it, like, I think you actually misclicked. Like someone had said something and you went to show them something and you accidentally opened your store on stream. And I was like, that shirt's dope. I'd wear that to the ring. And you're like, if you do it, we'll rock with it. And I'm like, all right, let's go. And I ordered it that day. And before you knew it, there I was heading down to the ring in my Hartgrave merchandise.
That is awesome. So tell us more about the match. Now, who is the other wrestler? Because I believe that he's kind of a name. This isn't exactly just another. Yeah. Like who is that?
That's Corey Calhoun. Excuse me. Sorry. He used to be go by Corey Storm. He is trained by Cody Rhodes. He did some training before that, but he furthered his knowledge with Cody Rhodes. Has a good relationship with him. He's been on Dark a couple times. He's real big in Mexico, keeps getting flown down there pretty consistently. He's one of my closest friends in the business, so it was really cool to get to work with him on this special of a match.
Absolutely. So did anyone ask about the shirt? Were they like, what's going on with this? What are you doing? What is that? Or did just nobody care? They're like, we don't care what you look like. Just get in there and do your job.
By and large, the people in charge didn't really question anything. I kind of just do whatever I want and wear whatever I want. One of my best friends owns a gym in town, and I've worn his shirts to the ring before, just homies repping homies. And I did have a few people read it and ask questions in the back, and I have to explain that, like, this is a mobile game content creator that I love so much, and like he does wrestling now, and so I'm wearing his shirt to represent.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Do you have any future plans for repping Mr. Hartgrave in your gear? Or,
yes. There was a few other shirts of yours that I really liked on your website, but I kept it just the logo to start off with. But you have some other really cool designs. I'd like to just keep rolling with it. I'm on a little bit of a break right now trying to reinvent myself, and part of that is a more Shield look, some combat vests and stuff like that. And it would be really sick to get one of your little logos that can go right here, like the Shield did. It was like a 3-headed dog or something they had on like the chest pocket of their vest. It'd be really cool to have just the Hartgrave H or something like that on one of my vests. That would be really sick.
That sounds awesome, and I think I'm contractually obligated to react to any match where a wrestler has a Mr. Hartgrave piece on them. So that's good publicity, I think.
That's it.
To the few hundred people that might tune into that, it's good.
Hey, That's better than
it's better
the
than
reach I normally get.
It's better than no 100 people. You know?
Right.
It's not bad, you know. 3 digits is better than 2 digits. You know?
Right. Yeah.
The
30 or 40 people packed in a gym that got to see it.
So how did you begin this whole thing? Where were you trained at? How did you get going into professional wrestling?
I'm based out of Kentucky. That's where I live. And around here, it's really just Larry D and Max Sled with their Legends Pro Wrestling Academy is kind of the place. If you don't go to Ohio Valley, if you don't go to some of these other places, they'll teach you how to do what you need to do. And they teach you how to do it on every level, on like a professional level, on a business level, on an in-ring level. They teach you every aspect of the game of professional wrestling. And at the time, whenever I first joined, Larry D had just signed his TNA contract. So he was gone a lot wrestling for them and was able to come back from those trips and be like, hey, this is how they do interviews. They put this camera here and they tell you to watch for the roaming cam. And like, he taught us how to like countdowns to commercial breaks and all this stuff that would really benefit us in the future. And so it was a really great place. Not many places have that kind of that knowledge. And Max Sled's so smart with his promo and his character work. He understands who I am better than I do and will tell me what I should say in this particular situation. I'm like, oh, that's really good. Like that's what I would say. It's like, yeah, I know that's what you would say. So he's great for that kind of stuff. And those two together have a really cool place here. I found a web page that had their looking for students kind of stuff. And I messaged Larry. I just went out on a limb. I was at a point in my life where it was kind of chase dreams or give up on them. I was mid to late 20s. I mean, you see these guys on TV right now, they're 5, 6, 7 years younger than me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was really, I saw something about Adam Cole and him like winning the Ring of Honor world title when he was like very early 20s. I'm like, God, dude, I wasn't doing anything at that age. Like, God, it just made me feel horrible about like not chasing dreams and stuff. So I went on a limb and I messaged him. I was like, this is what I want to do. And Larry actually replied and said, yo, it's my anniversary. Message me tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, my bad. But I got in there and I attended a few of their shows and was just blown away by just everything. Like wrestling, being involved in wrestling and watching wrestling are two very different things. And being able to see everything with new eyes was just what a first day. Because like, it was first day. Here's training ends, showtime. Like, get ready. We're cleaning up. We're getting ready to open the doors. You're selling hot dogs, kid. Go get your post. I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm over there just slinging hot dogs and selling bags of chips while I watch this wrestling show. And it was just an experience. And then COVID hit because that was in 2020. And so then I had to stop wrestling immediately as soon as I start.
That happened a lot. Yeah, that shut down everything. I was in an REM tribute band as that happened.
Gosh.
And that's what led me to content creation on YouTube.
Okay.
That all shut down. And I don't know. I had just gotten myself out of the house and I was doing things and I was kind of getting into it. It was nice to be able to tell people, hey, this is what I'm doing instead of, I work this really boring job that I have nothing to say about.
Right.
So
that's kind of cool how COVID affected both of us like that.
Yeah, just kind of upends your plans and made you rethink things.
Right.
So what is this wrestling federation that you wrestle for? Is there a place on YouTube to go watch this stuff? Where can we see more about Kellin Craven?
It's Generation Next Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
They have some stuff on YouTube. They're really big on Facebook. They're very big on Facebook. If you ever want to figure out where we'll be locally or in it, we travel all across Kentucky. We have a streaming deal. I'm actually going to look because my trainer will murder me if I don't tell you where to watch our product. We've had to switch platforms a couple of times.
All right, we'll make sure to get all that information.
Yeah, we'll get that
below.
later. Yeah. We'll worry
We'll
about
get that. We'll get that. All the links down below if you want to follow Kellin
Yes,
Craven.
thank you.
And,
Thank you.
And all the Mr. Hartgrave gear that he'll be wearing into the ring. Are you pretty loyal? Do you think you'd ever move to like OVW or anything like that? Are you able to pursue other things if you wanted to work a local match with AEW if they come through there? Are you able to do things like that?
Yeah. The most recent time AEW was in Lexington, just like a week or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
One of our kids had a match there. Alexis Littlefoot was in a dark match, so that was super dope. Yeah, we're not
Nice.
Contractually bound or anything to Gen Next. They'll always come first in my book because they help me the most, and
awesome.
they're family. I'll prioritize them over anything, but we're free to chase whatever we want to chase, take whatever bookings we got to do. If you can't come to this show because you have a booking in Atlanta with another company, like that's all fine and dandy. Whatever you need to do to continue to build, they're more than open to everything. But they're always home, and it's always where I will seek the most of my bookings.
Well, if you ever end up over here on the East Coast, definitely let me know. I'd be happy to come down. And I've never been a valet, but I could valet.
That would be sick. That would be so sick.
See, it's normally the part where I welcome people to Generation Next Pro Wrestling. I talk about the open gate, open challenge, test your might, come try to take this belt away from me. That's not the case this time. This isn't Cynthiana City Hall Gym. This one's different. This is Jeffersonville, Indiana. This is the arena. This is December 9th. This is Ace Perry. Ace, I know this is the house that you helped build. It's been a long time, brother. I was just a little boy last time I saw you main eventing in this arena, tearing the house down versus everybody. Times have changed. I'm not that little boy anymore. I'm all grown up. I'm a man. Nah, I'm not a man. I am the man. This is my house. I'm the world champion, and you're stepping into my world. It might be your arena, but Generation Next Pro Wrestling is still the house that Kellin Craven built, and you're gonna find out, just like everybody else already knows, that Kellin Craven can't die.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what's coming up for you? Do you have any big things coming up? Anything exciting on the horizon?
Right now, I'm a little off the grid. It got a little stale for me. I wasn't happy with myself and the product I was putting out. A couple things one thing led to another, and I've taken some time off. That match where I wore the Hartgrave shirt, not only was I sick, I was really bad off. I was like coming off of COVID. I had no energy. That match was
really?
I was bad. I got back to the curtain and I just like dropped to my knees and sat down. I was just cold sweating. I was like, I saved all my energy all day. I'm like, I have to go to the show. I have to wear my Hartgrave shirt. I have to work with Corey Calhoun. Like, there is no other way about it. It's like I didn't do anything at my shoot job. I'm like, I have to save everything I got. And then I gave it everything I had. So by the time I made it back to the curtain, I was dead. I was done.
I would have never known that. I thought the match was actually pretty surprisingly good. Like, not to bury you or anything, but I really wasn't expecting much. My expectations were rock bottom. I'm like, this is cool. This guy's wearing my shirt to the ring. He might entirely suck. This might be the worst match I've ever seen in my life. It was actually pretty damn good. Like, it's better than some of the stuff that I've seen on, popular, programs. There was psychology involved. There was storytelling. There was a lot of stuff going on. You guys worked really well together. I'm playing footage of it right now as we speak, I'm sure. But yeah, I had no idea for sure. You played it off very well. If you were half dead during that match.
Oh, it was bad.
I'd have never known. I'd have never known. I would have said something too, because I'm horrible. When I was doing the reaction, I've been like, this guy looks like he has COVID. What's going on? But no, it looked great. I thought it was great. I thought it was really good. So kudos to you for fighting through adversity to get that done. And I appreciate you repping Mr. Hartgrave, even though you probably should have been in bed. You madman.
Yeah. Yeah. I left shortly after that match. I didn't stick around. I was like, I shook hands. I'm like, I feel like death. I'll see y'all later. I got to go home. Good to see you all. I'm out. I'm done. Let's go.
All right, Kellin. Well, thank you so much for dropping by the channel and telling us more about that. I know that people really wanted to know more about you. After seeing that, I'm sure we're all curious to know more about the man behind the Parts Unknown shirt. Tell people where they can find you. Where are all your social media links and all that kind of good stuff?
It's Kellin Craven under everything. I'm not on Twitter just yet. I need to get on X or whatever the heck it's called nowadays.
You know what? I was resistant. I did not want to do X. I did not. And I said no. And everyone's like telling me you should go on there because all the wrestlers are on there and you can talk to them. Yeah. And I made this big video about Will Ospreay and it didn't get very good views on YouTube. And I said, all right, let me just go put a clip up on X. It's like the first clip I've ever really put on X, and fucking Will Ospreay shares it. So now I have a goddamn viral clip on X. So now I have to do X. So get on X.
Absolutely, yeah.
And go tag some wrestlers because you never know. It's
Right,
I did not expect that. You know, I was just fucking around. I'm like, hey, Will Ospreay, look at this shit.
Look what I made, bro.
Look at this.
I'm on Instagram. I've got a YouTube. I need to upload more onto that. Facebook, all that good stuff. Generation Next Pro Wrestling. I'll get where our matches are actually posted. We'll put that down below and all that good stuff. Yeah, just everywhere around Kentucky, man. Indiana, I'm all over. I'd love to get out to the East Coast, get some Hartgrave Valet in. You
can get me out for that. I'll come out for that.
Yeah.
Some people have tried to get me to come out for things, and I think usually my line is, you know, well, will I be part of the show? Because if I'm not part of the show, I can't handle it.
Right. If
I'm part of the fucking show, then yeah, of course.
I'll have to find a promoter out there that first of all will have me, and second of all will let me bring some other guy in
just
to come to the ring with me. Yeah, it'd be all right.
I'm cool. All right. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
I trained him. He's good.
We'll have like a 15-minute crash course out back on like a mattress. I'll show you how to do some things.
Yeah, I'll take a bump. I'll die, and then I'll
see. He knows what he's doing,
and then I'll fake my way through it. I've heard it works. I'll be half dead, and it'll be fine.
Take it till you make it.
And yeah, you're definitely on Instagram because that's how we communicated the most.
Yeah,
I think you would often join me in my arguments on Instagram, which I appreciated.
Yeah, wrestling fans are fickle. They're an interesting bunch.
I actually kind of miss it. There was a minute there where I was getting personally insulted every 5 minutes by like 3 different people. And that was kind of fun, actually. And now it doesn't happen so much. I kind of post more historical wrestling clips instead of my own opinions. And that's kind of moved the target off of me. But boy, when I first
at least
started
you're not the one
Instagram,
in the clip.
Exactly. Now I'm
comment
dodging
section. Like whenever, heck, you are in the clip most of the time. Whenever it's like a clip of like one of your videos.
Well, that's what I was doing that more, and that's when we were interacting the most because I would just stir people. People cannot handle it if you like the kind of wrestling that you like. Whatever you watch, whether it be WWE or AEW or TNA or local stuff or whatever you like, it seems like there's a certain set of people that just cannot handle that you're enjoying something that they don't enjoy.
It's tribalism, man. It's all this like sports thing. Like I support this team, so any other team sucks. Like we're all playing basketball, man. We're all wrestling. We're all playing football. Like there's no point in. I absorb it all. I watch indie stuff, TNA stuff, Ring of Honor stuff. Like there's no point in picking one company that you just like have their back religiously, unless it's just the only thing that you like. In which case, like I mean, you respectfully are just like. I like AEW, man. It's what I like. It's my favorite flavor of ice cream. It's what I like. I don't hate the other flavors of ice cream. I'm sure they're great. They're just not my favorite. But then some people, they just can't handle it. If you're not eating strawberry, you're not eating freaking ice cream, man. They all other flavors suck. Like you can't have ice cream if you're not having strawberry. Like
that seemed to be most of the argument that I would run into on that. But you know what? I like AEW, but I also like any kind of wrestling that has wrestlers wearing Mr. Hartgrave shirts. I found that I prefer that just as much. So I appreciate you for doing that. Thank you for coming by. All those links are down below. And do you know what we tell everybody at the end of these things?
Yeah, keep digging.
He is I, and I am him, and I'm the undisputed trend Nat Taven. And this dork behind the camera, some Melvin told me to say, grave diggers keep on digging. Whatever that means.
I am AEW wrestler and Ring of Honor Tag Champ Mike Bennett. And remember, grave diggers keep digging, but not the monster truck. Even though my son really likes that monster truck, I kind of like Son of a Digger and Zombie. I'm going off on a tangent about monster trucks because my son really loves monster truck, but we're talking about the YouTube channel. So make sure, grave diggers, keep on digging, baby.
So this is Mark doing one happy private party, saying what up to the grave diggers, and you doing your thing, bro.
Alright, like, subscribe, and watch another video, or be cursed. If you're cursed, that means the grave diggers will keep digging your graves. So, you probably want to do it.